Done.
Hey.
Done.
Is he wet?
Smixy.
Is he wet?
Thank you for joining us today for another episode of the Joy and Hope Show. Today, I'm so excited to announce that we are in the Lash Bar, Miss Conceited's Lash Bar, with none other than Miss Conceited herself.
Hey y'all, Shaunell.
Shaunell. As you can see, she is the hardest working woman in Atlanta. She was like, if you want to interview me, you're going to have to get me while I'm working. I got to do my clients, girl. So that's what we're doing. I have a very special bird's eye view of the process of applying lash extensions. I'm very lucky.
Yes, people pay for this.
Yeah.
Sit on the side of me, it's $500 a day. So you are right. You are very lucky.
And speaking of that, that's what one thing I really loved about your business is that you are not afraid to give the information, or sell it, but to help other people become independent. Can you tell us about your education project?
Well, we do training classes on Mink lash extensions and also on businesses. So we help coach women into starting their own business after they've taken a class, or some people don't want to take a class and they just want to start a business, and like how I've started my business and things like that. So I do in-person and telephone coaching calls.
Nice.
Because I tell people my brain is for sale. It's not for free. It's for sale. As long as you purchase it, you can have everything inside of it. It's just a dollar amount that's associated with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that, knowing your worth. Did you have any mentors that guided you through the process?
Not a soul.
Self-taught.
Not a soul. Not one. Close your eyes and tell me what you see.
Nothing.
You see anybody? Me neither. Me either. Nobody wanted to tell me anything. I would ask and nobody wanted to give me any information. The lady that trained me, she was doing my lashes for about 3 or 4 years and would always tell me, you need to learn this, or whatever. So I decided to learn, but she charged me to teach me. And then after she taught me, she was done with me. That was it. It wasn't, come back and get no extra help. It was, you done. Or do you want to take another class? If you don't have it all, you can come pay me again. So what I do for my business is I at least allow my students to come back once or twice and ask me anything, or bring a model in if they want to, because I felt like I was just thrown to the wolves, and I don't want them to feel like that. And you have questions, you don't know all of your questions day one. It may be 2 weeks or a month from now that somebody may have a question. So I always want them to feel like they're welcomed here or whatever. And it's not, you gave me your money, now bye. It's not like that.
What you're applying now, are those mink lashes?
I'm doing mink and synthetic blend. So the lash extensions that I use is a mink and synthetic blend lash extension. Real mink lashes are really thin. If you have a fur coat and you rub on how it's soft, and they're real fragile and they cost a lot. So I use a mink and synthetic blend, which has synthetic fibers in it, but it's not 100% synthetic. Synthetic is really hard, and they don't really flow and they don't really move like you want them to. So you mix them all together and you get a nice smooth lash.
Yeah, natural looking. It's beautiful. Now, I'll tell you, I used to get lash extensions. I had a bad experience where this woman did my lashes. The lady who was doing them originally, she moved back to New York. So I went to another lady that she referred me to. And I went to her, and my eyes would not stop watering. I see how you're using the separation strips. She used tape.
At the bottom?
At the bottom of my eyelash. Now, the original lady, she used something like what you're using now. The woman that I went to, she used a piece of tape.
Tape isn't wrong. It's just the cheap way around it. I don't prefer to put tape on somebody's lashes, but sometimes gel pads right here have collagen on them. Everybody can't don't like collagen and can be allergic to it. So whenever someone is, then I'll use like the tape, but it's not. You see, like this tape right here. This can like rip your little hairs off. So I don't put that at the bottom. I'll use like, it's almost like a non-stick adhering tape. I hate to use it, to be honest, because it moves around a lot. But that's only when someone cannot get gel pads. I prefer to use gel pads. I mean, it looks better. It's more professional. And if somebody is walking into somewhere and about to pay $250 for something, they don't want me to stick no tape on their face.
Exactly how I felt.
It's about presentation. So I tell people, like, when you come into my shop, like, it's nice and it's pretty and stuff. So they expect to spend more money. If you was coming to my living room and I told you $250 and I'm using tape and all types of other stuff, you're going to be like, what? What am I paying you for? But when you walk in here and you see $250 and then you see the whole environment and I use the right products, people are like, okay, that was nice, because it's about the experience.
And getting what you pay for as well.
Right.
Yeah, because that's sure what happened to me. My little bottom lashes were gone.
They probably ripped them off.
It was horrible. You had what I like to call excuses that you could have made. You were a young mother, you coming from a different city and state, What made you not go that route of just kind of giving up, like,
Well, I always wanted to win. So winning isn't giving up. Like, winning isn't folding. And, like, I'm a hustler. So giving up and being broke is a no-go. And asking people for stuff, I hate that. So it was either I get out and make a way for us, or then I have to stand in a line and ask somebody to give me money so I can buy food, and ask somebody. No, I'm straight on that. Like, that's one of my pet peeves, is to have to ask somebody for something. So my whole life, I've just always made sure that I'm able to do what I need to do, however that is. Any means necessary.
Right.
Legally.
Right.
Legally.
Right. Well, Patti LaBelle.
Throw that part in. Legally.
Patti LaBelle said one time, hook or crook. That's what she said. She'll make it one way or another, hook or crook.
You gotta make it. But I'm too cute to go to jail, honey. So it's so many legal ways to get it. I'm going to stay on that road.
Right. Well, we're going to kick it on over here to our Facebook questions. The first one is from Tamar. She's from Toledo, Ohio. She wore lashes for her sister's wedding. And she said that it took about a month and a half for her to be able to get them off. And when she got them off, it pulled out half of her real lashes. She says they grew back, but not as healthy. And she's not sure if she was allergic to the glue or what happened. She said that her eyes were swollen almost shut and with no eyelashes once she finally got them off.
She should have went to the hospital and sued whoever put those lashes on her. Should have been the first step. Lash extensions will not cause irritation unless something is wrong, or unless the fumes are too strong and you're like allergic to it or something. Depending on what type of lashes it was she had on, will really determine how long they're supposed to stay. Mink lash extensions are supposed to stay on a month and a half. Strip lashes are supposed to come off every single day. Every single day, because the bacteria and stuff from that glue being on your eyes, it'll just kind of cake up, and it will cause over time inflammation, swelling, like redness, and I mean, you can even get all kind of infections and stuff because you're supposed to wash that. But even with extensions, you can wash these. You can wash your eyes so bacteria and stuff cannot build up.
Okay. Oh, wait. Every day for lash strips? Yes. I know I'm guilty. I'm lucky to still have eyes.
Every day, but a lot of people put that hair glue on their eye, and that hair glue will last a couple of days, because in your head it lasts a couple of days, but they do not have a lash glue for strips that last a long time, and it's for a reason. So people, we like to get creative. Us Black folks, we want to get creative and we want to try to change stuff up, but you're not supposed to. So over time, you can cause a lot of damage to your eyes yourself because you want it to last longer.
So the next one is from a professional lash tech in Ohio. Her name is Maya. Hey, Maya. She says she's irritated by lash techs who train through YouTube. You know, and is that kind of putting a bad stigma on lash techs?
I think it's somebody bad that do anything. So you can go to the hospital. There's a nurse that's terrible. She don't make it bad for the rest of the nurses. That's just one or two people. For me, I focus on myself and not really care what anybody else is doing. And I just try to build up my own clientele. I can only do so many people. So for this person, she can only do so many people. Focus on the clients that you have to take care of and don't worry about everything else. If they learned on YouTube, that's okay. I learned in the middle of my living room. So who's to say there's a specific place that you're supposed to learn? But most people just should take the craft very seriously because you're on a very sensitive part of a person's body, which is their eyes. But the lady that trained me, she did an amazing job, you know, but we did it in the middle of my living room. I pushed my coffee table and my sofa to the side. She flew in from Texas and she trained me. And that was it. So who's to say that was wrong? You see what I'm saying? It's not like you have to go to a facility or anything. I understand what she's saying because it is people that's going on the internet and then the very next week time I have $200 full sets and you don't know anything about lashes. But I mean, you really can't worry about those folks because you're supposed to be too busy worried about your business and growing your business. So a lot of that stuff you shouldn't even be able to have time to see.
Alrighty then. I heard
just
that.
My opinion.
Yes, and we on it.
Nothing's wrong with her, but just for me, that's how I kind of stay focused because it's so much that goes on with this business. You'll be running yourself crazy if you cared about who learned on YouTube, but if you cared about who have a license or not. I just focus on me and my money, and my money ain't them people on YouTube, and my money ain't, you know, worrying about them. Is making sure I take care of every single client that walks through this door and making sure when they leave they're happy, and that's it. So
Maya, maybe you can implement some of these tips from the amazing Miss Conceited. You almost finished there.
I'm done.
Oh, wow.
She is done, honey.
Beautiful.
Don't open.
Now, our last question is from Alabama. A young lady named Maya is asking about which kind of strip lashes can she buy and glue.
You can check our website and we will have them available. And of course you can buy ours. But before then, I'm not a big fan of purchasing strip lashes. So I honestly don't know because I don't purchase them. I wear Mink lash extensions. And the strips that I'm coming out with are individual Mink lash extensions put on a strip.
Nice.
So it won't be the typical 99-cent strips that you see people with, buying them out of Walgreens and things like that. It won't be those. It'll be just what I did on her. We gonna put them on a strip and sell them.
I can't wait for that. I'm a strip fan. Yes, I'm excited for you. And again, talking about what's next in your business, you have a new hairline. Tell us about that.
And I'm really excited about that because I have a collaboration with a very well-known celebrity who I'm not going to talk about.
Not yet.
But we are joining together. She found me and she really liked my business and stuff, and she wanted me to start her a hair company. So I'm going to be like her silent partner.
Okay.
I just need the money to be deposited.
Okay.
I don't need nobody to know I own the company.
Right.
I just need the money to go in the bank. So what I've learned about being in business is the less people know that you own, the more money you get to make. Because haters start to come when they feel like you make too much money. So it's almost like I'm at a point where people like, she make too much or she doing too much. So I have like 4 businesses that nobody know that I own. You never see me around, and we doing pretty good.
Good.
So I'm always going to be the face of Conceited Inc. because this is the one that I started.
Yeah.
But when you're really trying to just build wealth and build up businesses and stuff like that, like, you don't know who own Walmart. You ain't see them in Walmart. You see what I'm saying? You don't see their face plastered everywhere. You know, like, so that's what I'm doing now. So I've learned and grown in business to know that everybody ain't got to know that it's you. You just need your money.
Right. I'm all about that life.
All about it. I
About
just
that
need
life.
my money. I
Yeah.
don't need you to know that it's for me.
Right.
So, I went to New York actually on Tuesday and got the contracts. So now it's really official.
All right.
So I'm excited about it.
Good.
And when y'all see me say I no longer do lashes, I mean we doing something else real big. Because I will not forever do lashes. I do them now because I just love talking to my clients. It actually gets in the way sometimes of the other stuff that I have to do because this makes me the least amount of money. But that's how I started. This is how I built myself up. So I tell people I would never let it go unless I have to let it go.
What's your retirement dream or goal for yourself?
By the time I'm 35, I won't have to work again. If I stay on the path that I'm on, making the kind of money that I make and saving and investing, I have a lot of 401ks and Roth IRAs and I have a really dope financial advisor and he have me set up the right way. It costs a lot monthly.
Investing in
monthly,
an investment.
That's the biggest expense of my life, my retirement. But I have to pay for that because I'm not in corporate America. And that's where we in a beauty world, we fall short. So at 50, they still do hair or they still do lashes.
Yeah.
So I just turned 32 9 days ago.
I was about to say, you just had a birthday, so I know
just turned
35
32,
is coming.
So I only have 3 more years to work like crazy. I'm going to forever work. But in 3 more years, if I do what I'm doing now, I'll have enough money so I never have to work.
Yes. But we're going to
And my
believe that.
kids won't have to work.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the plan.
All right. Well, it's going to happen.
Oh,
We're
it's
gonna believe
happening.
it. Yes.
I work hard, child.
I know you
I
do.
work hard. So it's happening. It is happening, okay? Especially when this hairline come out that she have like a mega celebrity, people listen to them. You see what I'm saying? So all I have to do is say it, and people are going to buy it. So life is all right.
Yes.
You can't complain.
That's
no
right.
need in complaining.
That is so true. We won't complain. And we thank you so much for allowing us
Thank y'all
some
for
time.
coming.
Anytime. We're going to take advantage of your beautiful lobby and set up and do some filming in there with my co-host, Hope, who came finally. Yay! And we have a lot to talk about and catch up on, so we'll be right back.